Hello friends, time for another makeup tutorial. For today's video I'm talking about some new makeup that I've got and just rotated a lot of my makeup. I was using the same stuff for the past couple months, so time to put in some new makeup. It's a new year and I've got some new items to show you guys. So we're just doing a fun tutorial. I've got an awesome new lipstick to show you at the very end. But let's just get started. I'm going to use my beauty blender. I finally got a beauty blender for Christmas, and I'm going to use my Bare Minerals Bare Skin because, to be honest, on liquid foundation I'm kind of lacking. I have this, I have the Revlon Color Stay, I have the Benefit BB something or other. I just don't have anything that really matches my color on my skin. I'm pretty fair right now. So the Bare Minerals Bare Skin is the closest I have, and it's in Bare Linen 03. Most of the time I wear Bare Minerals, just original mineral foundation. And also, this probably isn't the best foundation to use with a beauty blender. A buffing brush really works best for this foundation, but I don't really care because I really want to use my beauty blender. I'm going to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the color Light Pale. I'm going to dot this under my eyes and then tap it in with my beauty blender. To set that foundation, I want to use my NYX HD Studio finishing powder, very similar to the Makeup Forever HD one. I bought this a while ago and I haven't used it very often, so let's use it today since we kind of have a pretty full coverage look going on. So I just put a little bit of that in my lid, swirl it around, and I'm just going to tap it on. Hopefully it gives me flawless foundation. This isn't the best powder to use if you're getting your pictures taken a lot, but it does look good on camera and kind of just like as an everyday powder. Something I pulled out that I haven't used in a while is my NARS Duo with Orgasm and Laguna. See, I haven't used it for so long I forgot the name. So Orgasm Laguna Blush and Bronzer Duo. I'm going to use this today. Like I said, haven't used it for a really long time. My favorite bronzer brush recently has been the Real Techniques blush brush. I think it's just a perfect dome shape to do a little bit of contouring, but then to blend it out with the bristles that are around. The bronzer that I have been using recently is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I love that bronzer a lot, but it's good to switch it up a little bit. Then for blush, like I said, I'm going to use the Orgasm blush, which is an awesome blush. I don't know why I don't use it that often. I apply my blush right on the tops, kind of my cheekbone, and I blend upwards. If I really want to go for like a cold, like I've been out in the cold a lot look, I'll skip on bronzer and I'll just put it on the apples of my cheek and blend it up a little bit. But if I want to go for a pretty like strong lifted face, I'll put it right on the high points of my cheek. I do want to do some highlighter today, so I'm going to take my Hourglass Ambient Light palette. I'm going to dust it right on the tops of my cheekbones, like real tops of my cheekbones, over my blush kind of. I like to go over everything and just make sure it's all blended. I'll usually just tap over it. I'm going to pull my hair back for you guys so you can see my face makeup and see what I'm doing a little bit easier. Ooh, looks kind of rough. I'm going to do my eyebrows real fast, and then actually let me put on my eyeshadow primer and then do my eyebrows. I pretty much always use the NARS Pro Prime, so I'm going to switch it up and use my Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer. Both are really good eyeshadow primers. I'm just trying to use up my NARS Pro Prime before I move on to a new eyeshadow primer. For my eyeshadow today, I pretty much always wear warm colors, so I want to go with something cool toned because I always like when I wear kind of gray eyeshadow, but I don't do it all that often. So I'm going to use a mixture of my Kat Von D palette in Ladybird. This is a Ladybird. This is a permanent palette. It is a palette I highly recommend, offered at Sephora, and then my Naked 3. I don't love this palette, but it does have some good gray colors in it. But to be honest, I don't think this one is worth the money. It's got too many shimmery colors and like dusty rose colors. Not everybody can pull off. It's not a very like versatile palette. But the Kat Von D palette, I love this guy. Really warm tones and then like some cool tones and some purple. They're all matte as well. I'm going to use a mixture of these two palettes. First I'm going to take let's just actually apply a base so that my eyeshadow is easier to blend and whatnot. And because the primer can be a little sticky. So I'm going to take this first color right here. All I'm going to do is blend this all over my lid with a big fluffy brush. This is just applying a base. That's all I'm doing. This can be messy. It does not have to look good. Just blending it all over my lids because it makes everything blend so much easier. I want to start out with Mugshot from my Naked 3 palette. It is a pretty dark gray brown color. Taking my crease brush from Sigma, the Blending E25, same exact color, and blend this into my crease. I'm blending out my crease and I'm also blending the color into my crease. This could be the end of the look right here. I mean, simple, kind of darkish, everyday eye. But we're going to vamp it up a little bit. Now I want to take my Kat Von D palette with this gray color right here. It's a matte gray. And I'm going to blend that into my crease. I want to focus it kind of on this outer edge. I want to start wearing more cat eye eyeshadow. Instead of blending it all around to make my eyes look really doe-eyed, I want to start doing more cat-eyed looks. Outer half of my lid. Now I'm going to take the very first brush I used. It's just my go-to blending brush with that light color again, and I'm going to blend around all the edges. One mistake I have made in my makeup days is even when I do like a darker look like this, sometimes I would keep it too far in my crease. You really need to bring it out kind of far to make your eyes look big and open. A lot of times I would put on makeup, I would do a really nice look, and then I would like get in the car to go somewhere. I would look at my eyes and they would look smaller than they did before. It's because when my eyes were open, you couldn't even see the shadow. So make sure you bring it out enough, the darker colors out enough, so that when your eyes are open and you're talking to people and you're just looking at people, they can actually see that shadow out here and not just like all darkness right here. So make sure you blend your colors out far enough, or else your eyes are just gonna look really small and like close together and just dark and like not good. We want our eyes to look open and wide. That's something, let's just reference Kim Kardashian does. She brings her eyeshadow out far. It's blended and it looks great, but she brings her bottom lash color down far. She brings her crease color up far. It's blended nicely, but you have to be able to see the eyeshadow in order for your eyes to look bigger. So I always blend and then I go back again with my crease color, or just with this brush. It has eyeshadow on it and I just go over it again and blend it out farther. I'm going to take Dark Side right here from my Naked 3 and just a tiny bit. I want to put it right on this outer edge. Pretty much done with eyeshadow. All I'm going to do is take Mugshot right here, that very first color we used, on a pencil brush and run that underneath my lash line. Once again, don't be shy with this. Take it pretty far down too. Bam! After eyeliner and mascara, this is what the look looks like. Very cool toned, very gray, a little bit of shine from the very first color we used, Mugshot, I believe it's called. Mugshot. So I went kind of crazy on the winged eyeliner because why not, you know? So this year I'm going to try and wear grays, more cool toned eyeshadows a lot because I think they really do. I think it's one of my colors. Like, yeah, warm tone eyeshadows are nice, but gray toned, I feel like cool toned eyeshadows, they're just a little bit more like fancy. They're not so natural. They're kind of like, ooh, look at that. The last thing to do is put on the lipstick. For my lipstick, this is a color that I am really liking. It's CoverGirl's 330 Divine, and it is purple, fuchsia-y purple. However, on the lips, it is not this bright. It's way more wearable, so I'll show you guys right now. Ta-da! How fun is that? It's definitely bright. It's definitely in your face. I guess it is just as bright on the lips as it is in person. For some reason, I thought it wasn't. I've worn it a couple times, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's a fun color, and it totally matches this eyeshadow and makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Just a new year, try some new makeup. My next video is a really fun one. It is, let me just tell you what it is. My next video is my current obsessions, because I was going to do like current favorites, but I was like, no, they're definitely obsessions, because I'm somebody that tends to obsess over something, consume my time in it, and just obsess over it like crazy and until it's not an obsession anymore. I don't know. So I have that video coming up. It's a really, really fun one. But I will see you guys later. Bye.